1,000 days of struggle, patience, and power. Deep within the soil, where light rarely reaches, a silent war unfolds. A war fought by creatures smaller than a grain of rice, yet organized like an empire. The story of one queen who rose from the dust, built an army, and created a kingdom that would change the course of her kind forever. This is the journey of a single ant queen, whose story of survival and rule becomes an epic symbol of nature's intelligence and resilience. Hello, my friends! Welcome back to my videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Nature Mind. Today we are exploring the incredible den 1,000 d'Antoir, the rise of an King. It's a tale that captures the beauty and brutality of nature, where every moment counts and every tiny creature plays a vital role in the grand cycle of life. This story begins not with power, but with vulnerability. A young queen takes her first and only flight, searching for a place to begin her new colony. Alone, exposed and surrounded by danger, she must dig into the earth and build her empire from nothing. The early days of her reign are harsh. The ground is cold, predators roam above, and resources are scarce. She seals herself underground, sacrificing her wings, the symbol of her freedom, to become a mother, the heart of a future civilization. Her first generation of workers are small, fragile, and few. They emerge from the soil, weak but determined, tending to their queen, feeding her, and beginning the construction of their first tunnels. It's here that the world beneath the ground begins to breathe. As the days pass, the colony grows. The tunnels expand, chambers are formed, and the queen's offspring multiply. The first soldiers are born, larger, stronger ants trained by instinct to defend their home. Rival colonies sense the rise of a new power and prepare for war. The queen, deep within her chamber, continues to lay eggs tirelessly, knowing that her survival depends on the unity and strength of her colony. Each ant plays its role with precision, as if guided by an invisible force. The exterior world in this documentary is breathtaking. The filmmakers capture the sunlight reflecting on the soil, the rain falling like meteors onto the battlefield, and the ants moving in perfect coordination. Every leaf, every grain of sand becomes part of the story. The lens brings you so close that you can see the texture of their bodies, the glistening jaws of the soldiers, and the tiny shadows they cast as they march across the terrain. The battles between colonies are like scenes from an epic war film. You can almost feel the tension as rival armies clash, fighting for food, territory, and dominance. Inside the colony, a completely different world exists. The interior is a masterpiece of natural architecture, winding tunnels, chambers filled with eggs, and nurseries glowing softly in the dim light. The camera follows the workers as they feed the larvae, clean the tunnels, and communicate through pheromones, chemical signals that guide the entire colony like an invisible language. The queen sits at the heart of it all, a symbol of calm and command. Surrounded by her loyal workers, she rules without ever needing to move. Her purpose is singular and eternal, to create life and protect it. The performance of these ants is astonishing. Without a script or direction, their instincts choreograph a perfect balance of labor, defense, and communication. They work like living machines, yet every movement feels deliberate and emotional. The soldiers defend with their lives, the workers rebuild after every disaster, and the queen's steady pulse of creation never stops. This isn't just animal behavior, it's the raw design of nature's perfection. The documentary captures every small detail, from the way ants carry their fallen comrades to the way they construct bridges using their own bodies. The patience required to film these moments over 1,000 days is remarkable. You see the rise and fall of colonies, the floods that destroy tunnels, and the perseverance that follows. Every loss is met with rebuilding. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to evolve. Safety in this world is an illusion. The ants have evolved their own defense systems to survive the endless dangers that surround them. Guard ants stand at the entrances like sentinels. When an enemy approaches, they release alarm pheromones that instantly mobilize the entire army. Workers rush to protect the queen, sealing tunnels with their bodies if necessary. Soldiers form walls with their massive heads to block intruders. It's a strategy so efficient and synchronized that it mirrors human military tactics. Deep underground, the queen remains protected by layers of her children, a fortress of living defenders. What makes this documentary truly extraordinary is its dedication to realism. The filmmakers did not interfere or rush the process. They simply observed, letting nature unfold its story at its own pace. Over 1,000 days, we watch as the queen transforms from a lone survivor into the ruler of a vast underground empire. The narration connects every moment to human emotion, ambition, fear, sacrifice, and hope. The result is more than science, it's poetry in motion. Each scene tells us something profound about life itself. The ants show us that greatness is not achieved through size, but through unity. They remind us that every empire begins in the dark, through effort, struggle, and unseen labor. The rise of the queen mirrors the rise of any leader who starts with nothing and builds something that lasts. Her strength is silent but unbreakable. Even in the face of war, starvation, or disaster, she continues. Her survival depends not on dominance, but on cooperation, the invisible bond that ties her colony together. As the documentary progresses, we witness other colonies rising nearby. Conflicts become frequent, food becomes scarce, the queen's soldiers fight fiercely, defending every inch of territory. The ground trembles as armies of thousands collide. Yet the queen never abandons her calm. She knows that survival comes not from victory alone, but from endurance. Through fire, floods, and famine, her colony adapts, rebuilds, and grows stronger. The production quality of this documentary is unmatched. Every sound, from the crunch of soil to the subtle hum of the nest, has been captured with precision. The macro cinematography allows us to see what human eyes never could, the beating rhythm of a living civilization beneath our feet. The soundtrack complements the story perfectly, giving emotional weight to moments of victory and silence to scenes of loss. The value of a film like this cannot be measured in money. It is priceless because it reveals the unseen intelligence of nature, the strategies, emotions, and connections that exist in even the smallest creatures. It reminds us that there is no chaos in the natural world, only purpose. The film's true price is the years of dedication it took to capture this hidden universe. 1,000 days of observation, patience, and storytelling. This is not just entertainment, it is education at its finest. For those who love nature, biology, and the hidden structures of life, this documentary is an unforgettable journey. It opens your eyes to the complexity of creation, showing how every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital role in the balance of the earth. It also challenges our perception of intelligence. Watching these ants build, fight, and communicate reveals that consciousness comes in many forms, not just human. In the final scenes, the queen's colony reaches its peak. Thousands of workers move in harmony, food stores overflow, and new queens begin to emerge. The camera lingers on the original queen, now older, slower, yet still powerful. Her legacy is secured. The cycle continues as young queens take flight, carrying the future within them. The film ends. Not with death, but with renewal, a promise that life in all its forms finds a way to continue. 1,000 Days of Ant War, The Rise of a Queen is more than a story about insects, it's a reflection of ourselves. It's about leadership, sacrifice, patience, and perseverance. It shows that even in the smallest worlds, greatness can be found. Every ant, every action, and every moment of this 1,000-day journey is a lesson in discipline and unity. This film is a celebration of nature's design, a testament to the hidden intelligence that governs all life. It reminds us that power is not about control, but about purpose. That true queens, whether ant or human, lead through creation and protection. After watching it, you'll never look at the ground the same way again. Beneath every step, there's an entire civilization working, fighting, and thriving. A universe of determination that mirrors our own. In the end, the Queen's story is a timeless one. A rise from nothing, through struggle and sacrifice into immortality. Her 1,000 days are not just the history of a colony, but the echo of all life that strives to survive, build, and continue. The rise of this queen teaches us that no matter how small we begin, persistence and unity can build empires that last beyond us. And that, perhaps, is the true message of this incredible film, that life, in all its forms, is a constant war to rise, endure, and create something that outlives us. Every grain of soil hides a world of wonder, and every world hides a lesson in survival. The Queen's journey is not just the story of an ant, it's the story of life itself. Thank you for joining me today, my friends. If you found this story as inspiring and powerful as I did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Nature Mind, for more amazing stories from the hidden worlds of our planet. Every life, no matter how small, has a story worth telling, and we are here to uncover them all.